We're going to go ahead and do your general reading today. And we're going to go ahead and use the Gold Foil Tarot. And let's go ahead and start. And we're going to go ahead and choose a card. Right, middle, left. I'm going to go with my right this time. And this is the first card that came out. The card, the Hermit. So the first card that came out is the card of the Hermit, which means that you have been dealing with a lot of stress, a lot of frustration, a lot of negativity. I do see here that you're trying to move forward. You're trying to get over this energy. But I also see that you find yourself feeling very overwhelmed, especially when it comes to love. Shows like love has you very disappointed. The people that you have encountered in the past have not been who they say they were. It shows that things were very different at the beginning, but card the Judgment shows that it seems like you were trying to see the good in them. And I see that this energy didn't work out because that person was pretending to be someone that they were not. I do see that you tried very hard though. You tried very hard to make this relationship work. And that's the frustrating part. Your time, your energy, and the frustration of all the time wasted. But I also see here that when it comes to you, the card of the Wheel of Fortune, Roman number 10, shows that you have a lot of positive energy. And I do see that you're very optimistic. You're very spiritual, and you have a lot of support from people that love you. Family, friends, or those just around you. Your spirit angels, your spirit guides. I also see here that when it comes to your emotions, this is something that your emotions take you back. It takes you back to negative energy. It takes you back to feeling the way you did at one point. But I do see here that you have been really focused on the things that you could pay attention to. And this is why it shows the card of the Star. A lot of happiness, a lot of success for you. Because it shows like you have dedicated a lot of time and a lot of energy to, let's say, priorities, your children. And it shows like you've been feeling kind of stuck because it shows like you're always giving. You're always doing, you're always giving. But I do see here that when it comes to you, you find yourself dealing with these energies. But it does show that you will be able to accomplish your goals, your dreams. I see that you want to be financially free. No more debt. You're trying to work, but there's only so much that you can do. But I do see that the more work that you put out there, okay, all your hard work, your dedication, your labor, you will be able to see this pay off. Because it shows that there was a point where you were very sad, you're very depressed. And it shows like you're trying to have people see that. See your worth, see your work. But it shows like more than one person took advantage of this. And it shows that you still kept giving. You're very strong. And I do see that you will be able to have an open door where you're going to be able to manifest the things that you want. I also see here that you're trying to move forward and you're trying to be able to focus, and you haven't been able to focus because your heart is broken, because you want to be in love. But I also see that you don't trust in love no more, and a lot of it has to do with the decisions and the people that you got yourself involved with in the past. They were not who they said they were. And card the soulmate shows that neither one of them were soulmates, okay? Even though you wanted them to be, and even though they pretended to be, they were not. I do see one of them trying to come back, okay? But it's more of a fight. They don't want to deal. And I do see here that also there has been a lot of interference in your life. And this interference is just people that have their own opinions, okay? I also see here that the card, the Chariot, shows that you find yourself talking to people and you're trying to figure it out what they want. They want to get to know you. But I don't really see this connection working. And a lot of it is because you're not aligned. You both are not aligned. However, I do see here that you will be able to get rid of this negative energy, because it shows like you're tired of carrying it. And it shows like ever since you went through these experiences, your life has changed. And it shows like they took your confidence, they took your self-esteem, they took your peace. But you're going to get it back. And it does show here that you're going to reunite with family or people that love you and you love them back. You do have a very strong support team, okay? So even though sometimes you feel very stuck, and a lot of it is because you keep a lot of things to yourself, I do see that you will heal and you will connect. You will be able to move forward and you will be able to get rid of all the problems that you have. For the most part, the ones that you're dealing with are the ones that have you really worried, really stressed, because all you want to do is just leave. You don't want to deal with this situation. And I don't blame you. It does show here that you did the right thing though, because you couldn't stay that way, okay? And I do see that even though it's tough, you're doing it. And you have a right to feel the way you feel. But also it shows like you will be able to think about a plan, okay? Because you have a plan here. And your plan is to not stay the way you are. So I do see you manifesting. I do see you doing more than one thing for money. And I do see that it's going to be very good for you. I also see that you're going to be very happy because it does show reconnection. I also see that you have been considering a change in your career, in your business, or in your job. And I do see that it's going to be very good for you because this time is different. This time is definitely something that you have been wanting. This is something that you really enjoy doing. And I see that it's not so stressful. I do see that you do have the power to heal, okay? And you're very spiritual yourself. So be aware, okay? And really listen to your intuition, because in the past, it shows that you were hurt emotionally and spiritually too, because there was a lot of things that were not aligned. So I do see that you will make the right choices in your life. You will use your magic in your favor in order for you to be able to let go of the past and seal all this, because those relationships are over. They're just going to come around just to try to bother you, try to make you very uncomfortable. And you don't have to put up with that, okay? You do have a good team around you. It shows that people are very proud of you, even though they may not say it. And sometimes people can come off very strong and very opinionated about your life. But don't worry, you're not going to stay alone. You're going to redo your life. And I do see that you're going to be very happy. I see that your house at one point is going to get paid off, or a big debt. And it shows that you're going to be okay because you're going to be able to travel and you're going to be able to be happy. So your spirit guides, your spirit angels want you to be happy. They want you to be in love with life, in love with yourself, in love with everything that you do. And this is something that you have been really wanting, stability and love. So it's there for you. Thank you. Bye. I hope you enjoyed this reading.